Hello, scholars. I'm Miss Yabut. Whoa, your teachers and I were so impressed at your hard work in finding STORY and the theme in yesterday's story. Can you show me a high five? Great job. Scholars, today we'll continue to identify the theme in a story, but with a new text today. Remember to find your assignment. Go to classwork, then click under daily lessons and view assignment. Scholars, after watching our video today, we'll read the bus experience and online. Annotate the text by highlighting and writing STORY on a blank piece of paper. You'll type your STORY planner and turn it in, then complete your exit ticket. Remember, our text is always on top where it says your work. Let's read together. Scholars, before we begin, look around you. Are you in a quiet place? Do you have a paper and pen ready? If you need a minute to grab those things, pause your video and do that now. Great! Scholars, remember, we're drawing an STORY planner, and you guys are all experts at that. Let's see how fast you can draw one. Get ready. Get set, go. 1 line down, 4 lines across. STORY. If you beat me, show me a yes. Till next time. Scholars, we're working on theme. Can you remind me, what is theme? Yes! The theme is the big idea, message, or moral of the story. Remember to find the theme. First, I ask myself, what was the problem? And what was the solution? I would find that in my O and Y planner. Next, I ask, did the main character change? And what caused him or her to change? Last, I ask, what lesson did the main character learn? And what can we as readers learn about the whole world, not including details in the story? Scholars, as we're reading today, I want you to show me a thumbs up if you hear evidence for STORY, especially thinking about how we'll find the theme. Let's read. Passage 2, the bus experience. Sam rides the bus every morning and every afternoon. He has learned to enjoy his bus rides each day. Scholars, if you showed me a thumbs up, give yourself a pat on the back. We just heard evidence for talking characters. Sam rides the bus every morning, and we know that his perspective is he enjoys riding the bus. Let's write Sam and his perspective in our planner. Sam enjoys the bus. Remember, scholars, if we need a refresher on what to write in our STORY planners, go to the resources section under classwork in the classroom. Let's keep reading. Sam's friend Ted drives his car instead of taking the bus. Another character. Sam's friend Ted. Sam said, "The best thing about riding a bus is that you are not driving. Being on a bus lets you get work done, take a nap, and talk to other people." These all sound like pretty good things. It sounds like Sam is encouraging Ted to try this. He sounds like a really helpful friend. Let's write Sam's character trait and his friend Ted in our planner. Sam is helping Ted. And our new character, Ted. Ted decided to try and ride a bus. He wanted to know what it would be like. For those of you that heard the character's motivation, can you say, "I got that"? Nice. Yes, Ted wanted to know what it would be like. He wants to know what riding a bus is like. But he's never tried it before. That also sounds like a problem. Let's write that in our planner. Ted's motivation is he wants to try riding bus. But he's never ridden a bus before. Scholars, as we're writing in our planners, remember that we only want to write just what we need. And if spelling is tricky, that's okay, as long as we get the main parts. Scholars, I also notice that it says, the next day, Ted walked onto the bus. He looked for a seat and sat near an old woman and a businessman. You got it. It sounds like we've heard the setting. And Ted's attempt to resolve his problem. He wanted to try the bus, so he decided to try to ride it. Wow. Let's write in our S box for setting and the R box for attempts to resolve. He decides to try riding the bus. Ted was not used to being with strangers, but he decided to make a friend. Sounds like another attempt to resolve. Nice going, Ted. We know he was sitting next to an old woman and a businessman. Scholars, now I'll read. Think about if Ted solved his problem and what he might have learned. He began speaking with the old woman. She told him all about her growing up in Europe during the war. Ted's grandpa lived in Europe during the war, too. Ted was glad that he could talk to the old woman about his grandpa. Ted then began speaking with the businessman. Ted found out the businessman lived in his neighborhood and their children were in the same class. Ted invited the businessman and his family over to Ted's house for a barbecue with Ted's family that weekend. Ted was glad that he could meet someone who shares a similar life and whose families could all become close friends. Scholars, you'll have about a minute to write in your planners. Did Ted's attempt to resolve work? Did he solve his problem? And what lesson could he have learned? Let's write. About 20 more seconds. Thinking about our attempts to resolve and the theme. Time's up. Scholars, while I was reading, I noticed that it said that Ted was glad he could talk to the old woman about his grandpa and glad he met the businessman who shares a similar life to him. It sounds like that Ted did have his attempts to resolve work. It sounded like he liked riding the bus and did make friends. In the beginning, my problem was he wanted to try the bus but has never ridden on one. And now, I think that now Ted does want to ride the bus again to talk to people. Scholars, at home, you will read the next or last paragraph and fill out, you guessed it, our last why box. Thinking about step 3, what lesson did Ted learn? And what lesson can we as readers learn about the whole world? Remember, I don't take the bus every day and normally meet people on the bus. That doesn't apply to my world. So what lesson can I or you as a reader learn from Ted's experience? Scholars, remember to highlight your text and type your STORY planners. Scholars, don't forget to save your paper planners from yesterday and today. We'll need them tomorrow. When you're done typing your work and highlighting your text, click the Turn In button and work on our exit ticket. What was the theme of this passage? Write your response with evidence in an RAC answer. Scholars, thank you so much for reading with me today. Remember, if you have a question, don't forget to join office hours at 2:30 today with your teachers and get some help if we need it. I can't wait to read our STORY planners and theme, scholars. Great job today, and see you tomorrow.